Congratulations, Denny.
Appreciate it, man.
What do I get? I mean, I didn't get a shout out here. This is about me right now.
You get the wheel, man. You said you wanted the wheel. You're going to get the wheel.
Okay, but the car goes to Daytona for the Hall of Fame for a year. Is that right?
That's right. That's right. However, we know people, and we know security there. And I think we can get that steering wheel out of that car.
Are you going to steal your steering wheel out of your car?
Well, that's the plan.
I like it. Have you watched the video of the final lap?
I have.
And can you now describe what you did?
I try to put it all together. I try to piece it together. I think I know, but still, it happened so fast. It was difficult, and literally, going into the last lap, I had no intentions of winning that race, and somehow just put it all together.
What was the move that caused it to happen?
Well, probably the unintentional move to try to block the 4-car. He was coming with a head of steam pretty quick on us, and I was like, well, I've got to block that. And so when I went to block him, it immediately it sent my car so far forward. It was amazing. And then I just kind of used, there's a side draft thing. We draft more with the side of our cars than we do with front and back of our cars. And I just kept side drafting cars all the way up to the lead, essentially.
Is it every man for himself on the final lap? I know that there's teammates there, but when do you go for, it's about you?
Last lap, that's one thing that Joe Gibbs has always said to us, that, look, we don't wreck each other. That's the number one rule. And that, just do the best you can to win for yourself. We're teammates all the time. When we get it out there on Sunday, it's all about trying to win for our particular team. But we did a really good job Sunday working together as a team. But that last lap was crazy. It was unbelievable. And, I think it was awesome for myself, and especially FedEx that have been with me now for 11 years. It's been great.
When did you know you'd won?
I didn't know till probably 20, 30 seconds afterwards. I kept asking if we had won or not, and several different people were keying the radio at the same time, so I didn't know. And then I heard screaming and yelling, and I looked at the pylon. It still said my number, so I was just like, this better not be a pump fake.
Did you say anything to Martin Truex Jr.?
Yeah, we are all on a group text and talk to each other, and I was I felt bad for him. I felt bad for Matt. Matt, went from leading the race off turn 4 on the final lap to finishing 14th, and it was like, I really look up to Matt quite a bit, and, Martin and Sherry, what they've gone through over the last few years, and, do I feel bad for them? No, they all had still really good days. I feel like I've paid my dues at this particular racetrack. I've never won it, obviously, until yesterday, and so it's, I take pride in lifting the trophy on this one.
He's Denny Hamlin, Daytona 500 champ, joining us, Dan Patrick Show. Let's go back to Friday. Great appearance by you. Had fun. You were loose. Little jab at Brad Keselowski where you're talking about, unathletic drivers. And you pointed us to a video. We got to watch the basketball video. It kind of blew up there. People grabbed that and they were running with it, including Keselowski, who said, "Hey, scoreboard here. I've won a Sprint Cup championship." But did you talk to him?
No, but I wasn't. I wasn't. Here's my thing, is that I wasn't jabbing at Brad at all. It's just we were talking about basketball, and it's like, well, and you brought up, well, who's the least athletic? And I was like, well, that's the first thing that came to my mind, and I'm thinking, I couldn't point myself in any other direction at the time. So, I mean, listen, I got a ton of respect for Brad because he's a crazy good race car driver. It's just, hey, some sports are made for you, some of them aren't. And, hey, I suck at a lot of things too. So it wasn't meant to be anything bad against Brad whatsoever.
But NASCAR reporters were asking about you on Friday.
Yeah, of course, a little bit. I mean, that's a good interview, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, Dan, is you stir up some stuff? Hey, I don't mind. Trust me, I can deal with it. I got no problem with it whatsoever. To me, look, listen, it was funny. It was cool. I got no problem. Brad, I'm sure, is over it as well.
Well, it's a good thing that you beat him, too. That'd have been really bad if all of a sudden you called him out for being unathletic and he ended up winning.
Well, it's possible. It's possible he can beat me this weekend. So, I mean, it's possible. But hey, we're race car drivers because we're not good at any other sport. I can tell you that.
How was the party last night?
It's good. I haven't got to sleep yet. I just landed in New York, so I got my first hour of sleep in. So, got a long few days ahead of me.
What are you doing in New York?
Got a bunch of shows. I haven't even looked at my itinerary, but I think I go till probably 5 or 6 today, and then we start at 5 in the morning tomorrow. So it's a long tour. But the cool thing about it, though, is that the other drivers that have won this before said, look, enjoy the ride. This, it may be, you may look at it and say, man, I got a lot of stuff to do, but enjoy that because you never know when you'll get this opportunity again.
You've been a friend of the show for a while, and we appreciate that, and we were proud. We were happy when we watched the finish yesterday. We'll look forward to the steering wheel here in the man cave there.
All right, it's coming your way. See you guys.
Thank you, buddy. That's Denny Hamlin, short on sleep.